Okay, you can see here, we're going to be trying to find the slope of a line on a graph. Okay, so the first step that you're going to always want to do is you're going to want to connect 2 points. Okay, connect 2 points by drawing a right triangle. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and draw a right triangle. So I have these 2 points that are already selected for me. So I'm going to draw a right triangle. Okay, and then after I draw my right triangle, I just need to count my rise and my run. My rise is my vertical change here. Okay, so my rise is just 1, and my run is 1, 2, 3. So now that I have my rise and run, I'm going to write it as a fraction. Okay, I'm going to write it as a fraction where it is rise over run. So in this case, my rise was 1 and my run was 3. Okay. My last step is to look. Okay. Is this line going up from left to right or down from left to right? So I'm going to determine if the line is positive or negative. Okay. In this case, if I started on the left side of this line and followed along, it is going down from left to right, so therefore my slope is going to be negative. So it'll be negative 1/3. Okay, and once you get there, you will simplify if needed. In this case, it's already simplified. There's nothing I can divide both 1 and 3 by. So if you wanted to pause this video, make sure you get these notes down. That'd be a good idea. Move on to the second one. For the second one, it's real easy. Okay, you need to remember these two facts. A vertical line, okay, all right, the slope of a vertical line is undefined. So in this case, it would be this answer right here. Now you also need to know that if you see a slope of a horizontal line, that's a line that is straight left to right, just like this. If you see a horizontal line, it has a slope of 0, okay, 0. Move on to our next example here. They already have our 2 points picked out for us. So we will start with step 1, which is to draw a right triangle. Step 1, draw a right triangle. Step 2, count my rise and my run. My rise is 1, 2, 3. My run is 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to write it as a fraction, rise over run. Okay. My rise is 3. My run is 4. My fourth step is to determine if this is going up from left to right or down from left to right. If I start at the very left side of this line and I travel along it, it is going up from left to right. So it is positive. And I do not need to simplify because 3/4 is already as simplified as it can be. My answer is right here, 3/4. All right, pretty easy so far. We'll do one more example where they give us the 2 points. Step 1, draw a right triangle. Step 2, count my rise and my run. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Write it as a fraction for my next step, 3/2. Fourth step, let's see, is this going up from left to right or down from left to right? So I'm going to start at the very left side of this line, travel along it. It is going down. It is going down from left to right. So it's going to be negative 3 over 2. And again, for my fifth step, simplify if needed. I don't need to do that one because this one is already simplified. Okay, the best way to write a slope is as a fraction. Okay, do one more just like that. This one really is the last one like that. My rise, I drew my right triangle, I count my rise, it is 2. I count my run, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I write it as rise over run, 2 over 5. And this line is going down from left to right. So it is negative 2 over 5, and you just plug that in right here. Negative 2 over 5. Right, it says to write as a proper, improper, or integer. Okay, so now this is where it gets just a slight little bit tougher, okay? You need to pick 2 points. It doesn't matter which 2 points, but any 2 points on this line that go through the corner of one of your units on your grid. So I'm going to look at this line. I see that it goes through the corner of one of my units right there and right here. So once I find my 2 points that I want to use, it doesn't matter which 2 points I use, I will get the same answer. I'm going to draw a right triangle connecting those 2 points. Okay, I drew my right triangle. Now I count my rise, 1, 2, 3, 4. I count my run, 1. I write my fraction of my slope as rise over run. In this case, it is 4 over 1. It is going down from left to right, so it is going to be negative. And I can simplify this, right? Because it says proper fraction, improper fraction, or integer. And in this case, we're going to want to write it as an integer because I can just do a fraction is just division. So negative 4 over 1, which is just 4 divided by 1, is going to be negative 4. So I'll just plug that in right there and submit. Okay, last one, last problem. Okay, I'm going to find 2 points. I've got a point there, and I have a point right here. So I will draw my right triangle. I will count my rise, 1, 2, 3. I will count my run, 1, 2. I will write it as rise over run, which is 3 over 2. This line is going down from left to right, so it is negative. And I will keep it as an improper fraction, so my answer will just be negative 3 over 2. And that is how you find the slope from a graph.